Hi Booktube, so it's Tuesday and that means Tag Tuesday, and I was just watching Melinda over at A Web of Stories do this tag, the 8 questions for readers tag, and this is the kind of tag that I always like filming myself. I like watching all the different tags, but I like answering these questions where it's like a get to know you, kind of like chatty kind of tag. And so yeah, this looked interesting. It's funny how it's questions for readers when they're about your personal preferences, and there's only one reading kind of question in here. But the tag was created by Robert G. Reader of Books. And yeah, like I said, I saw it on Melinda's channel, and I will leave a link in the description below to both of their channels. And so let's just get right into the questions. So number 1 is, what is your favorite kind of food? And I thought about this, and like all of these questions, favorite anything, it's very hard for me because I don't like picking. I like so much, and it just depends on the season. So right now in the summer, I would have to say sushi, because it's hot outside and you want something cool. And I like salads, but I like sushi more in the summer. But I want to preface that with I don't like the raw fish. So and I'll make sushi at home often, or like sushi bowl, something like that, as well. But it's with marinated tofu and vegetables, or they don't have to all be raw. It could be like a marinated cooked tofu, like a teriyaki chicken kind of thing, and it could be like a cooked vegetable to cool down, something like that. It doesn't matter, something like that. But yeah, right now sushi. But overall, I mean, I've been getting into Thai food more. Like before the summer hit, I was really getting into Thai food and trying to explore and learn my way through cooking that, but mostly eating out with the Thai food. Whenever I was eating out, I was picking up Thai food, but that just doesn't fit right now, I feel like, with the heat. Yeah, so for the moment sushi, but I like international food, really. Like anything with lots of flavors and things with lots of vegetables, I gravitate towards. And number 2 is, what is your favorite kind of music? For this, I feel like I haven't gotten out of the 90s. I feel like country music and rock music, things I grew up listening to, are probably what I've spent the most time listening to. So does that mean it's my favorite if I spend the most time with it? Probably, maybe. I like alternative as well. I like the folk music, something in that genre. But yeah, for sure, rock and country, more country than anything, is what I've listened to the most. Number 3, if you were prevented from reading ever again, what would you do? And this is the one reading question. And it's funny because I'm wearing my new reading shirt. I think I wore it in one other video, but I don't think I ever showcase it. But this is a summer, so if you can if I sit up a bit, you might be able to see me scooch up. So it's I'm booked for the summer. The summer's at the very bottom, but it's this girl sitting on a beach, and it's the 50s style with her hair and stuff. And I saw this on Libraries and Labradors channel. She had a sweatshirt, and I saw this. They had t-shirts in pink. It screams summer to me, so I had to get one as well. Yes, completely off topic. But as for this reading question, if you were prevented from reading ever again, what would you do? Cry. My immediate thought when I read that question is kind of a snarky answer. Is oh, well, does that mean I can side with the audiobooks isn't reading and go with that? I would say I would just listen to audiobooks. I do believe that audiobooks, are a way of, consuming a book. Of course it's not reading with your eyeball, so it's not technically the verb reading, but you still are, you're still, digesting the information, you're taking in that information, in the book. So, can I say audiobooks? But if there's nothing at all related to books, then, I do a lot of cooking already. I do a lot of walking the dog. Maybe more of that. I would like to say some kind of artsy craft. And I've dabbled, and I mean with my pinky finger, dabbled in some things here and there with art. But I'm just not an arty person. I like the patience, and how I am starting out something and it's going to take me a long time to get to that end product. I need something quicker. Maybe there's something around the right craft. I don't know. I don't find myself gravitating, even though I like the sound of it. I just have never gone that way. But maybe if I don't read or have any audiobooks, then I would. I probably would, because I don't necessarily like watching live TV. And if I do, it's if I'm sick or like it's completely discombobulated and need to absolutely turn off my brain. That's very, very rare, like once or twice a year. Maybe where I don't read, but most, yeah, anyway. I read every single day, whether it's a page or 50 pages or 500 pages, something in that. Anyway, yeah, I'm just in a rambling mood today. Okay, number 4 is favorite city. And as far as like, let's see, favorite city to visit. And I should have thought about these questions before. And some of these I thought about, some I didn't. Favorite city I've lived in. Portland, Oregon, where I'm living now. That's my favorite city to live in because I like how compact it is and I like the weather, although the rainy season is quite long. I feel like it's like 9 months long of overcast more than it is the rain. But I do like, the amount of bookstores we have and the international food that I like and how it's like very green and it's not too hot and humid and all of that. But favorite city to visit. And again, it just says favorite city. There's no more to that. But like, I've always wanted to see New York or like Savannah, Georgia, or honestly, I'm not a big city person. When I think of places I want to go on vacation to, it's almost never a city. The cities just happen to, like I just recently went on a road trip out west, even though I'm on the coast. I went east, but I still stayed in the west, and I spent almost no time in the cities outside of going to bookstores. But yeah, I'll just leave it at Portland. There we go. That's an easy answer for me. Okay, number 5, favorite beverage that's alcoholic. I am not a big alcohol drinker. It has to be the right occasion where everyone is, is like drinking. And I don't often go to events like that. But when I do, wine is red wine is what I like. And if I'm at like some kind of bar, some kind of like fruity drink that's like you can't taste the alcohol. So like I will literally tell the bartender, give me something where I can't taste the alcohol and like a girly drink, and whatever they give me is what I end up drinking in it. so yeah, I'm just not a big drinker. Number 6, favorite beverage that's non-alcoholic. I consume water most of the time. Although in the summer right now, I'll have iced tea in the afternoons, as like in between like lunch and dinner, and then in the 9 months that it's cold here or colder, where it's like steaming cup of tea sounds really good. I'll have one of those in the mornings. In the mornings, it's most of the time like an Earl Grey or like a black tea. I can chai or anything like that. And then if it's in the afternoon, something herbal. Sorry, my dog is like, I'm like talking away, like not thinking. She's right behind the camera and she's just chewing away at a bone, like, and she's been quiet and sleeping her head off the entire day. But of course, when I start talking, it's like waking her up. So she's like, "Oh, I need a fidget." So sorry if it's too noisy. Let's see, number 7, favorite time of day. I would have to say mid-morning, after I've woken up and got the sand out of my eyes and I'm more conscious and I've had my breakfast, walk Fable for her hour walk, and then I can just settle in for some good reading, and the sun is like coming through the windows. So like 10 a.m. that's my favorite part of the day, if I'm not working. That is, if I'm working, if it's a work day, then after work, after I've done the walk. So 3 o'clock, there you go. So 3 o'clock Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. all the other time. Number 8 is favorite season, and I would have to say the fall, the autumn. I like all of them, but fall for sure. I like the colors. I like the cool months, and like the cozy sweaters, and just with the lighting. And it's just the perfect reading weather. I feel like a lot of us give that answer. I do, yeah, because I don't hate any of the seasons. But summer's probably my least favorite, just like the heat. But although like I mentioned before in a previous video, we haven't had much heat this summer except right now. These last like week or two. But yeah, in the spring, my second would be spring, but just depending on where I've lived in the past, because when I lived on the East Coast, there was so much pollen, like this green, dusty pollen that would come in. It's like right when I can finally open the windows and have all this fresh air, you know, you're doing your spring cleaning and things like that, and this like this dust, and it's like, it would be so fine and powdery, would come in, or it would be coating the cars and coating the roads, and like literally you could it was so thick that you could walk on the sidewalk and you could see your footprints in it. It was insane. So depending on where I live, spring is like my absolute second. I think I like colors. I like the fall colors of the leaves changing, and I like the spring, you know, all the flowers are coming into bloom. So there you go. I'm not going to tag anyone because I have no idea who has done this tag, and, or, you know, if you're interested in it. But yeah, I always like, I feel like most of the time when I do a tag, like I always say, like, if you're interested in doing this tag, you know, feel free and have fun with it. And maybe you'll give more concise answers than I have. Because like I said, when I started this video, favorites are difficult for me. I have preferences, but I'm generally someone who can get along with anything, like most of the time. But anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Booktube.